Alright, for my second video of the day, for some reason, I just got... No, I made it... Wait. Oh, yeah. I just got distracted by a lot of welding stuff and other, like, League of Legends stuff and, Clash Royale stuff. Anyway, we're gonna do the dungeon going Haam. We're gonna do it with trust, so, as usual, expect this to be long. I've shifted into Red Mage because we have Thancred as the tank. So I'm going to get a chance to see what Varshan does for damage. I've already seen Zero's damage. I'm just curious. Here's what they say. Small talk with Thancred. Social struggles aside, Zero seems more than capable of handling herself. Still, I shall aid her in what capacity I can. Early MJ small talk. Naught remaineth to bar us from the Isle of Haam. Let us sail forthwith. Zero, sorry to leave you behind. He does not strike me as the mentoring sort. Yeah, I get you. Varshan. No matter what, we must return to the void. The acquisition of this ether is but the first step. Alright, then we'll form a party. We have to kick out Zero. Kick in
together
Varshan
then
to see what his DPS is, although I kind of doubt we'll get a whole lot of obvious like visual effects for his DPS, but anyway. Wait, did I not? Oh, let me do that again, sorry. Kick out you, kick
together
you.
Then
Exit that, register. Right, so the Aetherfont. Aetherfont. This is one of the most... I saw a video. One of the most beautiful intros. We have this pillar of blue light going up into the sky. We have these grassy, rocky crags. And then we kind of come to where we're going to be being. Which is like... We got some polar bears. We got some young polar bears. We got some behemoths of ice and snow. We've got... jellyfish, but that's neither here nor there. This is like if you're in the Arctic and you have these patches of ice and snow as your means to as your land, you know. Beautiful. It's the intro that I've loved the most. As the video I watched said, you can do these. You can pull these in groups of 2. So we have an ice behemoth with a couple of the jellyfish. With trust, pulling in groups of 2 is not something that like pulling 2 groups. It just I've never tried it. It seems complicated to try. Oh, the icy behemoth guy, like you can think of him as like a big, thick wolf of made of ice. He has a cone. You
forced my hand.
Varshan is definitely melee.
Make ready!
Using a staff with a blade at one end. And then we have some land sharks. Yes, I said that correctly. Land sharks. And I don't know if these have actually ever shown up in Final Fantasy or any other game, but they remind me of street sharks. They also have pretty quick casted circular AoEs that are actually pretty big. You can target anybody. So just that's gonna be
my turn.
Oh. Like literally, you have very little time for that. Which also makes it a good idea to spread out as you can on these particular. And then ice flows over to create a new pathway for you. Have they said anything interesting? Nothing at all. Okay. It's still fun to run with Frost. Like, we have 4 jellyfish with a couple like floating icy plant monsters. A Charlian, that building certainly looks the part. A Charlian facility, and no mistake. That was Thinkred and Earlian J. Sorry for the bad last-second imitation. By the way, I don't know if they changed it, but I remember when Trust was first introduced, it was really hard to like face check in such a way that
Make ready
would burst in. Because the proximity from which your tank runs in seems to have been reduced.
My turn.
I think the floating squid jellyfish guys are supposed to have a short life. That's what I was told in the video. We have 2 of the icy mega wolf behemoth. They look like wolves. They're like massive wolves made of ice and snow. Well, no. They look like they're made of muscle, bone,
Make ready.
and all that stuff, but their exterior color you know what? It's kind of like white and gray snow. So I can
Make ready.
just don't listen. Both of their tones happens to be. Let's do a little switch.
No mercy.
Ice moves around and snow and like glaciers. We get to slide here, slide along an ice path, a down ramp. Okay, this boss, the head of an axolotl, but kind of with shark teeth. The back sail in the middle of a dragon, but it's not a lot. It's like 4 spines with some webbing in between. Kind of the body of a gigantode, and then the long tail of a salamander lizard. Varshan says, "It seems we will not pass here without a struggle." It's fine. This boss is actually its name is Lingbacker. Upsweep is just unavoidable AoE. Hard to like. Will happen a lot. Tidal Breath is a breath, and it's one of those massive AoEs. Deflecting
No mercy.
to the side. Say no mercy. Body Slam is going to be unavoidable as well, but it'll create these little crystals. Just don't stand in proximity to them. Up to the damage, and then make the crystals explode. You guys. Jeez. Body Slam will once again create more crystals. These ones are bigger, so find these are bigger AoE as well, so find the spot where they're not going to be, and supposedly, there's really only going to be one thing. The fact that my guys aren't moving is of their Blood's Tide is a spread. Followed by a stack up here. And I think it's also going to have that big behind him again. Yep, Battle Breath is behind him. Yeah, we'll form some crystals. This will form both the small and the large crystals. But the small will go off first. Just make sure you're not standing near any of the small first. And then find the spot where you're going to be safe from the big. Oh. I thought the small went off. I said the right thing and I did the wrong thing, so that's my bad. I could have sworn that I heard a sound as if they had gone off, but that was probably the body slam. So yeah. Wait until you see the small circles that indicate those small stalagmites are about to go off, explode. Don't be like me. God, stupid. I said the right thing and followed it up by doing the wrong thing. Yeah, I think his body, not body slam, the upheaval, upturn, whatever it's called. That's what I mistook for the freaking crystals going off. God, so like I know what I'm doing. I'm explaining what needs to be done. That's what Sonic breath, again, big area in front of it, and all unavoidable. Just don't stand near them. They're here.
You're mine!
Or like cause them to detonate soon. You have time. So if you're melee, specifically, I think really specifically for melee, you have time to DPS between body slam, crystal, breath again. Just try to run straight through him if you're aware enough.
You forced my hand.
Once again, we got the small crystals and the big crystals. I can stand over here. Upsweep will do the AoE. They'll start the small crystals doing their thing. And then the safe zone is going to be over here, away from all the large crystals.
Try and stop it!
Oh, fuck. You also get a vulnerability stack. And then we see the first usage of a Sonic Boom tank buster. Yeah, 30 more seconds. Aside from the unavoidable we only have big crystals again. Again, you have time. I have time to DPS. No run. Okay, we'll sprint out, and it's dead. 3%. The item level we get from these is 625, which is just... No, sorry. The Tomestones of Poetics give me 660 gear. So, it's good. It'll help you out. In this case, headgear from my Paladin. How do I look at my Paladin set? It will not be an upgrade, so... Yeah, and then you take this portal, you just step into it, and you go up a laser zip line, is what I'm calling it. It's a blue laser. You travel up it as if it were a zip line. We've left the icy, snowy area. We have some like tall, thin purple and red flowers. We have some upkalus, as I think they're called in Final Fantasy XI. They're penguins. Haam auks. My apologies for dying. I don't know what to move the penguins. I don't remember that part of the video. I guess the tank and the other do anything aside from... If there's anything like... there was a bird monster that was actually
no mercy
in a previous dungeon that you did not want them to hit you. I don't think these can. But, I don't know. It wasn't mentioned in the video I watched. With NPCs, it's kind of like... you don't really know what's going on because the healing almost always matches what's necessary. We get a treasure coffer along the way. Can't wear it for any of my current gear. We have 2 trolls and 2 horned sheep ram things. You have a wide cone, but it's not like super low. You guys are coming from the floor. In fact, one roll is 2 in a row. The Rams just we do another laser zip line in an upward trajectory. And we have golems made of pink crystal for the torso and head, green crystal for the arms, and like kind of a more earthy tone crystal for the legs. So I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna pull these behemoths. Let's see what happens. Alright, Tanker, what you got here, bud?
no mercy.
Get some up. He's taking some... Oh, wait, what?
You're mine.
But you don't see your we do have cone attacks from the Vegeta. Sorry, we have the penguins. We also have these big old, like, the wolf monsters that were, like, snowy. These are made of rock crystals. This is boulder.
My turn. You forced my hand. Make ready.
Treasure chest. Red Mage earring, 625. What do I have right now? 660 at bottom. No problem. So we have a connecting. This is actually our first downward sloped laser zip line. And then a kind of even slope. So I'm describing this guy as Bully Bear with purple crystals jutting out from his shoulders and kind of the ankle feet area too. It's a polar bear. What the heck, dude?
Together we shall overcome.
I didn't His name is Arcus. Battle cry is unavoidable AoE. It's a bipedal polar bear. He has a lightning leap, which will be followed up by these purple lines, which will expand. You need to stand where they are.
I am of the first brood.
Kind of like where there's a good gap. That's most of what this fight is. He'll leap. You don't want to stand where he's leaping, obviously. And then avoid
You're mine.
spinning claw on him, just a circular area around him. Don't these will also expand the purple line. Why did I do that?
Out of my way.
Avoid the purple. He's gonna do this 4 times in a row. I'm just avoiding everything.
Down with you.
Oh, these guys, so I don't have to think. But if you are forced to think, assassin mechanic.
You forced my hand.
Oh, and then there's this purple circle under him. Which, get out, avoid purple. Ripper Claw, Tank Buster. Electric Eruption? Oh, I think that's the underwater. Oh, with some purple underneath you, so get up and avoid that. Spinning Claw. Very much widening. Battle Cry, avoid and it also shrinks the plant. Did we have that earlier? Didn't notice it? And now he's going on jumping. Slightly harder. He's dead. Holy bear is down. What do we get here? I can't use them. Cool. I didn't die like an idiot in that one. We go up another laser zip line. We get a black screen as we're changing zones. We're going down a laser zip line, and now we have kind of an ethereal area Such an overwhelming concentration of ether. Ethereal, so like kind of glowing plants and crystals of the blue variety. We have some what look like kind of like a mix between moths and fairies that are gonna be our first enemies. I don't remember anything about them. They're the other one. So my orange hair. I'm gonna go in there. Swordplay on them.
My turn.
Still have a full one.
You forced my hand.
Together we shall overcome this.
Because I've had these trust.
You're mine.
Oops, I forgot. I think we've reached where the Bash is. We have two ethereal golem things that are like made up. They're glowing light blue. They're held together by energy, like their limbs don't connect to their body. I haven't really been able to tell what style of DPS Varshan is doing, but his symbol looks like a dragoon, so that would also explain the staff that had a sword at the end of it. We have a bigger floating plant monster, kind of like the plant parts of it make look like they're made of crystals, and then two smaller versions of it that are less vibrant. Less than.
You forced my hand.
Together we shall overcome this. My turn.
I suppose we aim for that massive geyser. So, yeah, aye, there lieth our destination.
You're mine.
The big bad guy in the first Mortal Kombat movie. Alright, we have 4 more of those floating moth fairy things. Again, they just kind of look like they're made of energy. In fact, that kind of makes sense for this whole dungeon, right? Because we're in search of ether. These guys all kind of just look like they're made of ether. I think I have the only way to damage them with this particular monster is my center, because NPC tanks are entirely against the idea of moving.
Be gone!
Which takes some focus, obviously.
You're mine.
Together we shall overcome this.
Oh, so sorry. We had 4 moth fairy things, and then 2 of those.
My turn.
crossing a bridge. Done crossing it. We got a treasure coffer, which I can't pick up yet. Gonna wait for this cutscene where we slide down this ice path. We have what looks like water and 5 circular platforms near the water and a tentacle, another tentacle, another. 8 in total. And we have a crack. Maybe some germs. Slumbering Scourge, Octomammoth. This is, we see the tentacles slapping down on the land. We see sharp teeth, long sharp teeth in the Kraken's mouth. A big mouth, a front-facing mouth. And though not for want of trying, I suspect. Wait. What did somebody else say? Varshan says, "You will not stop us." And Thancred says, "Though not for want of trying, I suspect." I'm gonna take a tiny break because I gotta pee and I want to be in my right mind, so I'll be right back. Alright, so you want to be paying attention to the direction the tentacles are facing, which is like where the suckers are kind of pointing to. Anytime you see the word breath, you want to get kind of like behind, which means like if you view the boss as a circle and the face of the boss is the front of the circle, that entire front half of the circle is going to be hit by that wide breath attack. So anytime it says breath, if it's blank breath or breath blank or whatever, get behind it. You get in that back half circle. There will be times when you stand on blue crystal between the circular platforms to avoid things. We slide down this icy pathway, or an ether ice pathway, and we get launched at the end by a ramp to the middle platform. Octomammoth. Let's do it. Big hitbox. Tidal roar, unavoidable AoE. Octostroke is gonna get those tentacles. Oh, there's run this way. I'm gonna join
No
you.
mercy.
I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna follow you guys.
Might.
Yeah, so the
You
first
forced my
thing
hand.
the tentacles do is a cone thing. And there's also lines that my group is standing in. What just happened? And there's a donut kind of thing. You can stand close to the boss, you can stand away from it to avoid the donut. This is where you stand in the crystal. So bad at doing tidal breath. So again, breath. See, this is the first. Yeah, we're good here.
Might.
We're good with going. Tidal roar and what will we? I'm gonna follow my group just to kind of like get back.
You forced my hand.
You're mine.
Those lasers are gonna point at parts of these platforms that are about to be targeted by lasers. Again, just follow your trust. I honestly, that was the most confusing part of this fight that I watched. I couldn't really tell where the lasers were pointing.
You're mine. Out of my way.
Breath stroke. Again, the word breath in it. There's also going to be these tentacles that are going to be cones. Lines. Again, I couldn't really tell where the cones were going to happen, where the lines were going to happen. I am in something. Okay, got crystal. Spit will be a crystal. Gosh. Heal me, please. One of the things about having an NPC healer, when they are avoiding stuff, they are not going to heal you. So just play perfectly, I guess. Gosh. I don't know if I've failed this much in one dungeon in a while. Oh gosh. My wife to be doesn't plan. So she's in the Philippines. I give her money for the wedding as is necessary. But she I don't know what to say. She doesn't know how the wedding's gonna go. And it keeps changing all the time without my... I have no idea what's going on. And I want to help, but I can't help because she doesn't make it clear what it is. Alright, Octastro. Here. Follow the trust. They don't. But you got
You forced my hand.
Followed by line attacks. We're running into the line. Alien spit.
You forced my hand.
Breath. We're good about here.
Together we shall overcome this.
Unless you're melee or have like instant attacks, do not worry about DPSing. I wish I understood this one better. I think we're safe here. We'll see where the trucks are. No, okay, so there's a laser. You get the laser so late. That's actually kind of in general, being in the middle of all the platforms, like one of the other platforms, is a good idea. Because then you can run either side depending on where the breath is. Saline spit. Crystal, and then we have a donut stand in front of or behind of.
You forced my hand.
Line from lines from like all of them.
You forced my hand.
Telekinesis again. Are the crystal things point in a certain direction? Give you an idea of where you want to dodge to.
You forced my hand.
Try to roar on a roll. Stack up the weird, like I feel like I should have a
forced
dodge.
my hand.
We got some tentacles to deal with while we're avoiding the breath stroke. This is where how I died last time. Crap, dude. Spread out mechanic with the donut. Again, when they're dodging things, they will not do it. So, if you're a class that can't heal yourself, learn to work around it. If you want to. I think we got this one.
You forced my hand.
They're not going to die. I am not going to die. I'm also standing on the correct spot.
Together, we overcome this.
Alright, tentacles seed into the water as the Kraken dies. Or just recedes. It doesn't really seem dead. It roared. Just seems like it has been put off from the prey that it thought it had. Zero joins because she was not in my party. Because I wanted to see what Varshan could do as a DPS. Treasure Coffer gives us... Zero said nothing to it, but she wasn't in my group, so I guess that's right. Leave the duty, get a cutscene most likely. Sorry for everybody who stuck around this long. What's behind the Kraken? This is kind of like icy sculpture of a sort, made naturally, curving thick arches of ice that are broken in places, and an airship flies in. Theoretically, the airship that has all the ether designed for the Exodus, big old planet ship thing.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
So I'm pretty sure that's British. It's just like, I took it as Scottish for some stupid reason, but much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Like, I don't know all the different dialects of British, but it seems like I want to say it's like one of the ones that's considered lower class, but I wouldn't consider it lower class, but the Brits might, the Londoners might, the posh might, you know.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
Of course.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
By the way, this, if you can't see, because that's what this channel's about in some ways, this is Cole Dancole, the Lalafell engineer, who's the badass that I thought was Scottish for some reason. We let him know we're going to be here to protect him and his crew.
Oh, by the by, where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Galemon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
That would be nice. Poor pretty birds.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
We would have been. Varshaw
Why
would
would you
think.
say such a thing?
Why would you say such a thing, says Zero. Sorry, I was talking.
You were not bound by contract or the threat of force. And you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
He thinks.
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
She has a bit of shock. And then does.
Trust.
Her eyes closed, grabs the point of her hat, pulls it
I
down.
remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it?
I remember the word.
It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Well, sometimes you get it wrong, so practice?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
He says, regarding me, obviously, I'm very trustworthy in this game. Not in real life, but no, I'm just kidding. In real life, somewhat trustworthy? You know?
I absolutely fine.
He says as he walks away. Toward Urian J, sorry.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows.
Run to the shadows.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Heard what?
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Is this a build-up to Dawn Trail?
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
The cylindrical containers are just like drawing in ether in the form of like just sparkly blue stuff going into them. God, I have hiccups all of a sudden. We're gonna talk to Urian J to finish the quest. We'll do so on Dragoon to get the experience points where I want them. I have coughs and hiccups at the same time. Hold on. Stop it. Stop it. This video is long enough. Stop it, hiccups. To not only allow us to use the tanks, but to arrange the transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokol among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Going Haam is complete. We have a choice of level 9 materia, piety, tenacity, skill speed, spell speed. I'm gonna go piety. I go tenacity like all the time, so nice to do something different. Till next time, says Thancred. He walks off. The quest is complete. The video is finally complete. I'm sorry. See you next time.